Udo unyane odone sarane yo. Sane udo unyane yo. Sane Ghana for sane yedo ye hwane yo. Sarane yo. Sane yedo ye hwane yo. Sane udo unyane odone sarane yo. Sane udo unyane yo. Sane udo unyane yo. Sarane udo unyane yo. Sane ga muye. Monko wiasia mama nyina. Enko kasempa nchira body nyina. Womo de sushe jani oba. Eni hunkrunku eni munya. Monko wiasia mama nyina. Enko kasempa nchira body nyina. Womo de sushe jani oba. Eni hunkrunku eni munya. Monko wiasia pana nyina. Enko kasempa nchira body nyina. Womo de sushe jani oba. Eni hunkrunku eni munya. Monko wiasia pana nyina. Enko kasempa nchira body nyina. Womo de sushe jani oba.
Oman Adwuma, yensom yenenipa. Uti Afro 614 Radio.
Yes, Uti Afro 614 Radio. Me mo bibi akwaba edeba Afro 614 so your friend me Kumasi nyame. Te say de bia ye no me ba say dia na mo amoniti ya say. Oman Adwuma embre na edru so no. Vacha oba na wa share video no e de amame obetimi ahwe Afro 614 Radio ewo Facebook obetimi ahwe so YouTube oko tune in so a ye dwagu wo ho oba chese Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, maybe I Afro 614 multimedia. Me am di dwumade bro we from Kumasi nyame. Shannon so say it drew Tuesday, Thursdays at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Now it drew Saturdays there at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. But you will be our basso oba mpacha no share video no na de mame fe e dey be dim ko kakra na answer na no to say de be am ye no maboafo de maboafo betuja omom so ma sene emam de dwumadi ebremo inkwell printing press inkwell de eba printing papa de a eno an inkwell say o pay anything printing a inkwell cardless printing invoice promotional items open volume copies we will be at watchroom books now will be amana printing about inkwell ebi a wudi dwumadi bi na open label e de abo dwumadi na wo ye no ho a inkwell anything printing bi I say photos or old photos na wo pese ye old photos no na ye print photos no na ye ne kakraka de board dem ma wa ni nyina ye inkwell so open o paper so open o canvas so open o board so ni nyina wood bibia inkwell ebeye e de amount Fefe intihwe inkwell 1900 East Dublin Granville oba 1900 East Dublin Granville Columbus Ohio inkwell ho bedi dwumadi no e de amount fefe na ufiri ho so a so mbeka ya Columbus ho no bebia na first is Ashland University no ho no e ho na inkwell ho ukọ former Ashland University building ni mu a inkwell ho Mr. Kwesijima and then a pamfo ho ombedi dwuma e de amount fefe it for printing works bia ebre inkwell and then no kwa so say outside Columbus so a emfa ho no be bia wo bia so far as you are in America no inkwell be ship e de abro fefe into contact inkwell na enini dwuma ewo ho we so e call Revolt Africa app no de enyo papa fi it is the fresh. It's the hub for fresh music. Open fresh music is a tier. That's where you go to. Your artists be brave Africa. INT or monka. Sound for no. Warm and more Revolt Africa. So it open nyuma. Uji be a utie nyuma na afnowa. Call Revolt Africa app no so call App Store. Any Play Store na download Revolt Africa app no. Ne go tie nyuma fresh music or market I wanted that. Ne go tie no Revolt Africa app. No, so we artists so now free say because of the algorithm and other platforms using it, it mean you PR also Revolt Africa no so never nyina akogu so all play all we kill all the songs it will be obira platforms to be ano or the name better to be ano so be kono kotie nyuma equal play and ubenya it Revolt Africa neko download na bibia enko pepepe ma obetimi ho Revolt Africa so revoltafrica.net revoltafrica.net okọ ha fefe Revolt Africa ho e do bibia se waje brand wo tie me the same when him say we ba say dia me the take bet no e be mamo take bet no me the be mamo na take bet na the ekoso di I say Ohio man who falsely claimed to be a Ghanaian prince sentenced to 20 years in prison. Yeah, free Africa hold up and cry. I went to a job. Oh, I can tell you so. Yeah, so anyway, an Ohio man who was sentenced to 20 years in prison Wednesday for pretending to be a Ghanaian prince and swindling more than a dozen victims out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Daryl Robert Harrison, who went by Prince Daryl R. Prince Daryl R. Atipu and Prophet Daryl R. Atipu conned at least 14 people out of more than 800,000, according to evidence shown at his trial. Harrison was convicted in September of mail and wire fraud, conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud, and witness tampering. For several years, Harrison stole money from people who believed they were investing in African mining and trucking companies. Prosecutors said Harrison falsely claimed that he was a prince from Ghana and had connections to those companies, according to the Justice Department. Several of Harrison's victims were congregants of the Powerhouse of Prayer Ministry, where Harrison and his stepfather claimed they were ministers. According to prosecutors, Harrison and his stepfather used the investment money for personal expenses, including renting a house in Colorado and purchasing luxury cars. District Judge Michael J. Newman gave Harrison the maximum sentence allowed under the law, 20 years behind bars. More than 14 years sentence prosecutors had asked for. Each of the defendants' fraud crimes were committed in a cold, calculated, and premeditated fashion. Prosecutors wrote in court filings, describing Harrison as an extremely self-centered, self-possessed sociopath who has no respect for social rules or norms and further lacks any empathy or sympathy for his victims. That intimidated and threatened his victims to establish and maintain control over them. Harrison had asked the judge for a much lower sentence, highlighting supportive letters written by parishioners and family members. Harrison's defense attorney also noted that his wife, who is taking care of their 6 children, is battling stage 4 cancer. Harrison's stepfather, Robert Shelley Harrison Jr., pleaded guilty to 1 felony charge in December. He will be sentenced later this month. Hey! Adwuma ne dey just say eja Africa kwale o adwuma dey obebia adwuma no e obebia adwuma no e obebia I say do everything humanly possible to stop the CI from becoming law. Third Force Alliance, a coalition of political parties under the broad banner of the Alliance Force Alliance, comprised of PNC, PPP, and GUM, have called on the minority in parliament to resist the passage of the constitutional instrument, Public Election Registration of Voters Instrument 2022. According to them, the decision by the Electoral Commission to expunge the guarantor system from the proposed CI as a form of identification for voter registration is curious, untenable, and inexplicable. Speaking at a press conference, the National Communications Secretary, Awudu Shak, said the unpopular decision by the EC to expunge the guarantor system from the proposed constitutional instrument as a form of identification for the purpose of voter registration is curious, untenable, and inexplicable to us. Why would the Electoral Commission accept a Ghanaian car which can be procured through the guarantor system as proof of citizenship at the National Identification Authority, but cannot allow same or similar guarantor system for the voter registration at West, the Electoral Commission, which claimed that its guarantor system has been flawed, can adapt the so-called robust guarantor system from the National Identification Authority itself. Why is the Electoral Commission subjugating its constitutionally guaranteed independence to some other institutions such as the National Identification Authority? The decision cannot be said to be capable of enhancing the sanctity of the electoral roll and must not be accepted. Commission not to expunge the guarantor system from the voter registration requirements. We hold the view that the Electoral Commission must heed such a call from Dr. Afarijan and others, as this is the only way to engender the confidence, endanger the people in the proposed constitutional instrument. The Electoral Commission must be reminded that anything short of this, we are unreservedly opposed to such, and we call on Parliament, especially the minority group, to do everything humanly possible to stop the constitutional instrument from becoming law. Yes, yes, it will be the third force alliance, PNC, CPP, and a boom. Omona come hoa boom. Ese omontiasi. Omontiasi ma si aina ma meje mensa no. Ediaba ompene manini Adwuma. Bleeding is allowed. Bawumia mocks gold for oil critics. The head of Ghana's economic management team, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, on Wednesday, March 15, 2023, took a swipe at critics of the government's gold for oil policy. Touting the success of the policy, which is currently in its third month of implementation, the Vice President said the country will witness more benefit from the policy, which ultimately will help stabilize the exchange rate as well as prices of fuel. We have to understand the price of fuel will go up and will come down, but what we expect to see under the gold for oil policy is more stability in the pricing and also savings in foreign exchange. There is more to come. This is the third month of the operation of the policy. Some people said it will not work. Ghana does not have enough gold. How can you say that? We've been mining this gold for 200 years. They keep taking it out and it cannot work for us. It doesn't make sense. There are people who are very disappointed that it is working, but bleeding is allowed. We have an impossibility mindset. They can keep to it. For us, all things are possible by the grace of God. According to the Vice President, the country will make an annual savings of some 4.8 billion in foreign exchange when the policy is optimized to cover 100% of the country's foreign imports by the end of the year as projected. Ghana party. You know, when you sit down and then you see your Vice President speaking like this, then you tend to ask yourself, why are we in this situation? That is something you should ask yourself. Say, it's who are we as a people? This is the Vice President. Vice President, they say, you're too good, no sir, 200 years. You're free, gold for oil. That's what the president is saying. It will be only vice president. Basically, what he's telling you is say, "Opa koshepo, bleeding is allowed. Opa koshepo, sana opache." Omu too good na omu di CC omu kuro no. Omu fa akwan be so no omu ti too good ti mi di CC omu kuro. Adenti na ye di too good ni ntimi emfa CC kuro. Asem sebe, when you have such a leader who also wants to be a president, then you know we are in big trouble. But today we are looking at the Ghanaian attitude towards maintenance. You see, so we all know what has happened. So far they mean if there are some who are free mudia, but but in the we are people who do not like maintenance. obedwene ho saa onte ase obedwene ho saa onte ase. We are people who do not like maintenance. When we are talking about KJT, many fear dear. You started to see a cook KJT. I'm a kaiko 4 bar power. KJT was there. And Omobeye KJT no boxy KJT and in the one. I don't know one exit, one entrance. One exit, one entrance. Ultimate for baby room. Just say moon na mo befa. Se moon room na just a moon na baby a free baby ano. Moon na baba befa a cultural center any mu hono. A honor bit me room. Na se mu piensu a moon na mabi piafa you hono pampas hono mono. And some motive be. It brought a lot of traffic in Kumasi. And inside one, it was very hot. It is sometimes, you know, Adam Busama who say impeding for them. Say omu negotiate with people to build a facility. Ayana why they negotiate more. Ayana what exactly are they trying to get? Because sometimes I do not understand. Ayana sometimes in me the cry or more pay. But to the enfano entonche. Enfano entonche. Omu ye create asano. Emma Feno, baby, and I'm for try to create a way out because a numera a what inside honat can't cock ma. It's a feel what happened. I say, baby, and can say, ye exit. Not an exit in entrance. Baby, I say entrance and not an entrance and exit. That's what ended up happening. Another NDC came to power. No, we decided, say, on the for and on my this ultra modern market. Honestly, this type of market, you know, say Dubai and Abu Dhabi, a powerful market, and this is something that we have to congratulate. You kind of say Mahama for doing. We have to appreciate John Mahama for doing such a wonderful job on that. But then, person me busa say, Krumuhano, say you see facilities, there are fire hydrants, baby, you want crofua a training or more facilities ni more omo no ankasa no omo ye facility or more facilities ye training or more to fight fire if there is any form of outbreak. San crofua na be fire your areas are a fire extinguishers ebobo as a BBC people are trained say ukoyi ya this is how you do and this is how you try to stop it. Meaning how anybody can cause that fire. Is it that Obi try to tamper with the electrical system now because this is a new facility? And ya can say why is an IMRE and fuses be IMRE it's a new facility. It's a legitimate Tomusa. And now Obi koso kendo wana any electrical problem by a analog problem and what caused that fire? This is what we need to look at. Yempe maintenance. When we have to maintain things, we do not. We are no one. You be used to say be juregu. Sana attitude niti. But so by the West, any the other countries now, omo attitude towards maintenance and a good no. Some of one omo attitude towards maintenance and you say you sorry yani maintenance and you say omo. And this is sorry, and say, yeah, we love it. We love maintenance. No, it's not like that. You know how it came by? Those people know how it came by, and they decided, say, in schools, and crying son, Mokra Brim, and they started to Kana we use every 3 months, be so change oil, every 50,000 miles, be so change tires, a Kosia, let's so change alternators. 100,000 miles biano, it's all switching from this type of oil. Now they call this type of oil. Yeah, from they grew on this thing. So, and this is from school. Yeah, from school. It's from Krabrimuno, almost years and they know exactly what to do. It's Bruni who feel say the car a drew maintenance as or koya on to that or maintenance and answer. Kobe be needy, if you say engine guaya. And I say, it's a basis. How on earth and a brand new building. I be a crown. Se me ha many nka enu 4 years. It be catch a fire, sir, without like how is that even possible? Do we even have extinguishers in there? Do we have a Friday is a day bubu fear blue alarm? A day bubu fear blue alarm? Oh, me refinity. Those were here a bubu fear say a j bar essence smoke detectors. Do we have smoke detectors? If we did that, how on earth we need to be able to control this fire? I'm a man for victory in these hard times. Man for victory assessor. We said there sometimes you blame government. There was so many things but there are some maybe who are into blame government. Obe kono no obi akoso report to ja e was a horse who no aduane. I know my people. I know what we are capable of doing. Me so obe kono no obi akoso report to ja e wo ho se wo no aduane. Obe kono obi akofa gas cylinder e de akoshe kono bi se wo no aduane. How are we making sure that we are protecting people and protecting national properties? How are we making sure? And oka enkosi baby I say aban besa abem because me say see am to we so be decide say okofa gas stove e dey aba besu one say on we aduane wo ye fa say one of the stores mo me no why na me kwakwa say me man no. It's the job of the police to make sure say all these rules they have been followed because Ghana need the ujene day obey. Me see ubo kom no bi ko fa gas e de ko share stove mu ho be store ba ko ketewa bi mu e na ode akosie no ono aduane e na wagya ho de jatom enso ye say ye be. We can easily do that. And so that is who we are as a people. Obokwa waya oye yina wakusuja. Na akose amanfo ejapade. That is who we are as a people. Enti enconsider ben and our Bible who say as would be use strict measures to protect the property of government. Because any panel they are man so untia dan ni wie na se ja e dan asia ofisi obi twen yeska bitua abanya boka so ono ana japade so na onipa ba akoka abeka omo maka ofisi se de o se honom no obenyeska akutua onyeska ntua onyeska amanfo life are say because of it be one person's decision. These are the things that as a government it be boa no make sure say you bit me a strengthen law no enforcement no we have to because Chrome no say oh high will be apartment your near ma bit me aye ne near ma won't be your apartment be o car crash ya won't be fan kusi wo car say ya de ko so we come mechanic or we go dealership wherever you put won't be fa car won't apartment be o car see ho 2 weeks na say car in 2 year e be to car no. These are people who are serious, say they are protecting their property. They are protecting their properties. And what are we doing as a people? As a people, what are we doing? Yeah, they be ye kasa, they be ye kasa. But as citizens, no, and then they be buying baby be a mine. And then they be buying a baby be the mine. Sabi, young kakrani who say yes, ye nipa. You who say dan ketwa we make of fast stove dia be shema ba no aduane no se ja ba e de na meye e so jemu a e de na meye all these things we need to know e de na meye it therefore me menu aduane wo ho me kai na me na topa no me na bakery company, small bakery company na oye. Na we have people me na wonko for omo ye adwuma ma no. Na what me na did and say no sa stove can I say oven no gas then LPG there no. LPG in oven ni bi no. Na lady na oye adwuma wo ho no. Or kwa ye yi or so ovi no ana odi kan kuchima de no na afi onhunu matches and will free store honum a quarter matches. By the time we nya matches na obi wuram or pa matches na say LPG na for them ho nyina. Boom. You know there are some near maybe why the dear grow as Africans. Me say I strongly believe so bukumu bi nu aduane wo ho. Me nye sure say electric cars dey be the cabo. Say electric cars dey be the cabo ma obi temper with the electric cars. Obi temper with the electric cars. And I say new many bina ekobasa. It's sad. We cannot keep doing that. We cannot keep doing that. It is very, very, very sad. Very, very, very sad. Say you bet to me atena se ne ahwa masa anyoma we nyina dey akoso. It is sad. Debia na kind of abayo. What are the people also doing? Mote ho ana mu nyina matoto to stove na sese stores ni mu na mode nu aduane wo stores ni. Store be na abekwa say abekwa so bi se mu say ye nu aduane wo store ni. You say in Africans ya. Ubukum store nketenkete no mu de yes wo no mu no anu aduane. Obi nka say nidi. But come on, let's find a way to make sure say because nipa ba ko na akofa abo. Sase me ameke nipa ba akope na akofa aba. Say nipa na akofa aba no. Guess how many people will be affected? She kwanya na amount for faso saving people's life. And then it was so ten. Mumu nimze Ghana fire service are away. Fire service for gomba be dru omu ntimi mura ho. Because equipment ankasa ye de yes adwuma no. Ghana fire service ye ni bi. Merilabi metia ominu aba hope so ho ye. O say very bad. Equipment ankasa ye de ye adwuma no ye ni bi. Eti Ghana no e dan to be osi gina ho na ye hwe na ese because there's nothing we can do. KJT yin na nim say KJT a choki. Eti imagine say the top floor pa no de ja to ho. Bo be fa hin mo pi. Emergency plan ben ho. Builders no emergency plan ben e wo. Oh, enti ye neme bi wo ho a e say yen citizens no yitibi tena se ne adwene ne hu se chale aban na mu kro ompaye no waye bi aman. We have to protect it with everything that we have. Bisu bokum na one person bi na asore say okoye illegal connection no wakuchinchim eyi no. I bet you somebody tempered with the wires. There's no way side with me I catch a fire just like that. Somebody tempered with the wires. And these are the things that I say the Metropolitan Assembly, no, KMA, no, and so making sure, say, on by a proper investigation. And Obiano Diffu was hard here we have to bring people to book. People have to be brought to book because yanya sanema wina yanya sanema wina the biano am for best am for japade with no kind of say punishment no more scot free no more minu aba be so ho ye pa me das yes no more scot free no ko waba no wase no wase am for japade no ko free of charge. All these things no ese ye ho adwuma. All these things no ese ye ho adwuma. Because on mine no ma nyina de ya say wo ko bobosia na wo de ko ye adwuma na wo you are working so hard trying so hard to say bibia be koso no be recklessness obi carelessness na o de abese bibia e bi kura na mo kan kura wa mfi wo kan imagine kumasi dwom no obi e de ne stove abese ne stove mu na o de no aduane na wakoka say I don't know this stove abese ho no aduane. Why imagine? O de asemo American imagine what can happen. But at the end of the day ne kokokoko no e be see say. E kokokoko no e be see say. Akọ abesi yeso. Akwa abesi yeso Ghana for ye nim maintenance ye nim we atimi maintain bibia benye bia just say. E kwan ne be ya no way of maintenance. Ni ase no. Se kwan ne be ya na ase no. School ni be sia na ase no. Library ni ase no. Hospital ye be hwa na ese na ese na ese. Odi wa okwa wanya sika na okosi fie. Se bia oti abrochire wanya sika na osi fie ama maame ene unua wo no mutim. team ebia the omu ye ohwa na ebia light bill na ebia water bill free rent team omu fee. Guess what? Na da na crack it na to one ye obi anye na te ho na ye hwesa wote ho boom yesifie na buogu ekum nipa afei na ebesusum na Awurade udi ahwani na udi ahwani o sa na ade asa ache na foforo asa esi ukọ Ghana say the way I see here near man sometimes on odwene ho because ya anye nipa enwie ukọ Ghana oye adwuma mesi na yemfa say bia obi fie wo ba be ye adwuma obi fie wo ye adwuma ese ohun so obi fie na wo wo ye adwuma wo ye yitua wo ka. Guess what? Omuto aduane odidi wia na waja ato onum so na waja ato in the name say ye adwuma. It's a so bepe container bi se poly bag bi o paper bag bi a oye trash na odi be gum no onfa gum obejeje egu wo sa anti ba the week no be adwuma wi ne fi ho nyina da trash. Your mindset and there's something wrong with us. Oh, you infantity how to do things in an orderly manner. How are you things in an orderly manner? No, you infantity. People are raised to do things in orderly manner. But you know, entity is ba kokra. And one say do be a pebia ye yanku ni ye yanku he de bia ye ka ye say ye fro say Accra every single year bia in so start say toa ereni enso timi toya atemu that day kura na ntesa enso timi toya me peja ema enso to na ejeshi amani pe wu ye imagine yesate ho enso be sa to asa yiri nipa. There's no way. And the citizens are the contribution factor to this. The civilians, yeah, we are the contributing factor to what is happening. Yes, sorry, I say na say. Yes, abandon responsibility, but you as a citizen, you also have a responsibility to the nation. You also have a responsibility to the nation. And you say, sorry, na de ope bia na wo ye. And you say, sorry, na de ope bia na wo ye e wo memu. It is never done like that. But guess what? Ghana na e wo no. Oh, Awurade. De obia pe no ye. Obia de ope na oye. Ye mu mai sa. Omai ye mu no sa. Omai ye mu no sa. Omai bia en hwa. De obia pe oye. We have to find a way to tune or to punish people who refuse the common laws in Ghana. We have to punish them. Because it must say, and this is it. And this is it. No, Ubi Japadie, na and one, no. No, I share a Japadie just like that because I've shown a Japade just like that because somebody recklessness. No, I've shown a Japade. It is what the car or the bank bed dying a few bones in the field to bank budget. Now the person is homeless. Now the person is homeless. Think about it. This is nothing that we should even tolerate. As you making sure we're fine tuning ourselves as a people. We cannot go on like this. Abanye Japadia is a say because sin aban be pesika foforo no de akọ ye Japadia foforo no se say aban esa aban pesika de be fix the asay no abranka we could have prevented that. There we say that all the time. Allow this to go on all the time.
Oman Adwuma with Kumasi Nyame on Afro.
How long are we going to do that? How long? Any better na say amasa ade na ede akoso. How long? Any better na say amasa ade na akoso. You know? We are a nation. We are a nation. A sovereign nation. Now, being a sovereign nation, you know, in terms of what we are the OPBA, a loss and a guiding, a loss and a guiding. na se laws no anga ide ya ebe den o man no akoso ebe den o man no ayi iti be kasa wo kire wo Ghana ni se ntenase na nhwe ntenase na enye nhwe han
Oman Adwuma would
ntenase nye nhwe han
Afro 614 radio.
yesi se okoto se obi ase nsuo si na bodwe se ho a nso se nsuo si wudi e ho oto ase kona abo bi tu nua so a kase sore yen so kase sore mi so wo sore ne so wo be ba wo so e bi a wo hunu yi abra akora bi akofa a gas stove e dia be hye one of the stores mo odi nu aduane e bi a wo hunu yi wa anya hwe amfa ho e bi a wo hunu yi wa anya hwe amfa ho it is crazy the way I see here enema e wo Ghana mo. It is terrible. It is very, very terrible. We cannot keep doing things like that. Yen to me enye nyoma sa. The more aye nyoma sa no, the more na nyema be say. O man na mu aye kwame ahende ne wo. Yini hwe. Na o man aye ni hwe ne sa tenase. E ma sa nyema we sisi. To una Morgan obi ana mo of man ade so a twa. Gatemu no ato obia na mo na we ni na mo o ma yi rubber so twa gata no atogu onfa ho ya bi gata so and sometimes when I sit down me dwene ho amenti as edi enti na gatas no mo bi so o twene ho a wonte ase o ma ya tim no ya bi gatas nyina so edi enti na bi gata obitumi na ma bum no akoto gatem ne na akɔhye gatem chese edi enti na gatas kra no ya bi so on any part of this world the western world abakwa ko hu say ye be open gata na da ho na nsu all this niema any kon say ni pe ni kura hu na ni namu nam gata mu na obi like how obi drive obi hu aye ada na ka ko se gata ye be gata so how did the baby gata see na so what is the motive behind it? It's because ye be gata si na so bibi kura from afa bibi free baby di koto baby na be she gata ni oh it's the way ye na na nkasa as a people no to say sabi the be am can say ese yenye nipa nwie and this our problem ni nyina dey eba no we have to be serious as a people. Like when I say serious I mean serious. We have to be serious. Say ye chichiro o man. And yes, I need to mind. We do not. Yes, to mind, sir. O mind, dear. You know, but near the way out to the other, near the way out to the other, near the way out to the other, no be for Mumra, and Mamran in the D. Say, Baya will be in a chill because, Adwuma winner, a same way in any pass with Sequoia, and I deal win in the park, Sequoia. It's because of that, you know, Messomania day, Mania Sadi, DB. Na pay yo, I day, Abba. Sanity, no. Idi enye sa eno anize obi anam na de ono a ope no oye obi aye de ope. Intimi nyesa, it can never be like that. We have to be serious as a people, especially the leaders. Omo crack a whip no. Omo make sure say anybody cause of this fire no you be find this nipa no ni hu say accidental na say nipa no a carelessness and a recklessness and this ade and buy say will be carelessness and this ade and buy then that person must pay for the decision you make here. It's either the decision or indecision you make here. That person have to pay for that. Because we cannot live in a nation like that, where we leave everything on the government. Oh, and the government, and a government. A government. What about the people? What about the people? What about the people? The people that are creating all these problems. Or drive it when him say baby or drive your face a quine now overtaking no yeah or you overtaking, you know, in the view so I expect said the all bad beba na kwaya manaba. That the all bad who no boom no kum nipa. Na on an amho or no driver no kum nipa free no namho. after making that decision. You see, people need to be punished. You can't say, asem to be a so near punishing and as bisa. But what I'm saying is that we have to look for the root cause of problems. Say, I am why you share the root cause of problems. It means solve share. Because at the end of I see also titiani. I said at the end of a Nina also titi. Now better fix it. You cannot fix it. We just have to be serious as a people. We just have to be serious as a people. Enough is enough. We live in a country that is supposed to be serious. Obiaye de ope. Koshe kejiti ya ho. Yeah, how? Reckless people. We just decide to do whatever we want to do. And nobody cares. And nobody makes sure say the laws are working. And titles I can say in here, doctor, professor, honorable, and unquani here. I say be serious as a nation. Say yeah, building me be there. And fire who cry, yeah, fire hey. You see, a nation can never grow like this. A nation can never grow like this. Yes, and I know what I'm talking about. Yes, a nation cannot grow like that. We cannot just sit down and allow this nation to fall like that. We cannot. We are people. We are people that have respect for our laws, and therefore we have to operate within the laws, and then we have to make sure that the laws will work and learn how to maintain things. Now who say a dime be with neighborhood. Now who say a dime be with neighborhood. Now dan the way who say I dine who say you know who a bit me a bua and came my dining muansa. Go report. Or report to what came say this is the neighborhood I live in. This is how a dime be who see a neighborhood or a city a dino a baby the way city no. Go and report. Uncle reporto no na mo ne dan ne boom na ku amanfo neighborhood o afi ni yebisu de bia me hu yanka de bia Ghana ni o se me hu yanka obitumi ko to asase ensuom no ofele se ensuo no obefele ensuo obitumi a fighting ensuo obitumi a fighting ensuo to me if I am fighting so me say there is a place be a valley hey nipa o kire wa onte ase me neighborhood amete man we be see huge story building man dealing in paints story building no be see you know enema emu odu no de gu second floor ana form no ode niam emu ha na egu niam emu du pa na omu de gu second floor. Guess what, it got to a point that I didn't intimi waiting bi na boom ni nyina ebu ya enipa emu die bata japade say ye ne japade keto. We do things sometimes ye ne matter said ye nwene ho ansa. We just go ahead and then we start doing whatever we want to do. As a people, we can never live like that. We can never live as a people like that. Yes, we are a people. We are people that do believe, and have reasoning. We have our brains, we have our minds, and we have to be able to use these brains and minds to work. But unfortunately, we just sit down and let things happen. We live in the neighborhood. Be free say the ekoso neighborhood one and fan ho.
Oman Adwuma.
Be free say the ekoso neighborhood one and fan ho. And then I said the and then Adwuma and one say to no be a share, no be a share. You better na boom. Na BBS. How long is this attitude going to go on? You were bridge be. The BR drivers for bridge and also omo for bridge no mu say bridge ni ibu. Omo hu say bridge ni ibu. Or kwa odu anu obompa ese nyame mfa ni ntwa. Eh brade grofo be create. Odu bridge no for no obompa rade fa bicho. Take say yakopo na bridge. Be dre ho abeti ase. In say omo be listen. Some multi community mo. Nessa ade bi wo ho na se aban ye na community ni mo fa bom bo na mo come who together na mo ya ede ne beba. I do not understand. Community ni mo come together as one people, unified front. Na mo yes ade na ede ne beba. Ede ne besi. That's how you create a big bond, sense of development in a community. We have to work. We cannot just sit down. We have to do things. We really have to do things. We cannot just sit down and let things keep happening and happening and happening and happening. And by the time we realize, now the doom, is into being yes, sir. Into being yes, sir. And then by now, I'm out for say, Umuti, Omo Bobina, Omo Mujetrashi. They have to start life again or start here free here. Because we are see just because we be the papa could be a selfish interest, a reckless decision, a carelessness. Na kofasa name away in Aba. We know you inquire before so at a community. We ain't in him. Everybody know. Just a worker say you don't want to know. You know. As a person, you do know. Yes, I say, person will be hunu. Until you na entrance, ni mpe kwampa, ye be fa so affixes our problem we nyina. Ye mpe kwampa ye be fa so ayere affixes our problem we nyina. Me do bibia se oti Oman Adwuma ewo Afro 614 radio so. Na ansa na mekọ no, menka ebo na inkwell. Open anything printing a inkwell. Carbonless forms, invoices, promotional items, books, printing, volume copies, anything printing beyond. Whether I say open wall, flat surface, so whether I open curved surface, be here. Why a product be now open labeling, amana label be open be inkwell near the amount. Check inkwell 1900 East Dublin Granville, 1900 East Dublin Granville, a inkwell Columbus, Ohio.com, inkwell Columbus, Ohio.com. Oba inkwell ye be o printing no be bia e de about e former Ashland University building him. Oba ho e be bia mo Afro 614 anu asugusu ye frame kumasi nyame e kire nyambo anso a program son up Afro Drive. And so everybody way the Friday edition of Afro Drive with MC Kiki and Jasmine. The Afro Drive about Saturday the fully packed. Kumasinya me wabi jidem Saturday morning. No, mi we ya na ama or the panso the nedi ide atwaso or the panso we ya na adwa no chwa the nedi atwaso fe. Saturday no so legacy moment no. Ya nua bema kwakumenu Bob Siga kwakumenu on the babetna legacy moment no so. Enti ene Oba only to 111666. I'm in love you. Bolom is my tons. Obebani a EBB kama. Me do BB say Oje Brenna or the TM. Monkoswana Munti Afro 614.